Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
I am going to aggressively read that man down. Oi! You alright, lass? Sleepy cat. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. All on the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now I look at you. It'll be the Aether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of Aethyrite. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Ugh. Might as well be in bloomin' seasickness. Ship sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck. Get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Lominsa's still a far way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Oh, small children. Any road, running's the name, and peddling's me trade. Look at my wee small children soon. Yeah, I'll crank the volume up when we get out of this cutscene, that's fine. It is a little on the quieter side. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Sir, my skirt is showing off way more than should be legally allowed. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power. Power? As in, power to do good? Like protecting the wheat and fighting for what's right and all that? Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. Oh shit, World of Warcraft. Once we make port, you best sign yourself up with the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. I wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Limbs is loaned to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out. Hey, I'm going down the route of giving them aggressive paper cuts. Just remember though, there'll be more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Don't ask what this accent is, I'm not even trying an accent at the moment. I never said I was good at voice acting. Whoa! Ship's off the starboard bow. Pirate colours. Pirates? Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. But I'm a cat girl in a short skirt. Okay, fine. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lominsa colours. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out cannon range and ain't no buccaneer or bark catches flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I've lost mine otherwise. If them pirates give up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have a look at us, shall we? Yeah, go on then. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? Nope. I don't look so ingy. Thought not. But I'll wager there's been some changes since your last visit. Allow the journeyed itinerant to appraise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. If that weren't bad enough, I heard the Sahagan are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Ah, long last, land ho! Behold Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Lamelin, goddess of navigation.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane.
Limlane, not Lamelin, God. Limlane.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Okay, but like Luna is so cute. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. A way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Where are you two going? Come back here. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
And more cutscene. Now, hopefully, if I've done things correct, my UI should be ported. Question mark? Oh, my girl, she's so cute, though. There's also between Migrate and Viera. I like to wear hats. 14 players will understand what I mean by that. Hey, you there. Hi. I mean you. It's my district and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, adventure fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Up to it, lass, ain't got all day. So I will do so in my own time. Welcome to Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamonds of the Rotano Sea. We are using mouse and keyboard. Okay, I think... Yes! Everything's saved over correctly. Lovely. We will empty the bars, though, because... I don't have half these spells yet. Ah, I love that my UI saved exactly how I wanted it to. That saves me like 20-30 minutes of setup time, so... Okay. We've done that, and now we need to turn on... that. There we go. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. If you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. I'm going to strip over my words a lot, I apologise. The ye olde English kind of throws me sometimes. Not far, just head straight down this street and speak with Gruffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. All that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You've begun a quest! Woo! I'm on an adventure! What business have you with the Admiral's Lift? Tea and crumpets on the bridge, is it? In possession of a permission paper signed by the relevant authorities, are you? The Admiral's office of quarters are no place for sightseeing. You seek the Drowning Wench, try the Crow's Lift over yonder. Oops, wrong way. Welcome to Limsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Baderon! My man! You ain't no Moraby. Or Mother Mule. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Oh, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to take you out adventuring, I reckon. Well, you find no shortage of work here in Limsa. Name's Baderon. I ace the most hospitable of hostaries in the Drowning Wench. It is also the home of the old Venturers Guild here in Limsa. That's why I've got a desk specially for your handling guild business. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Ventures have a knack for finding trouble, see? Oh my god, I forgot his dialogue is like this. Not that I need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to stay clear of the old fishbacks and the kobolds out of the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you'd be sure it to kill a lot of us. And it's just like, what? Oh, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but looking again and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. Who can blame after everything that happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes were the only thing that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in the way it makes sound sense. Now that folks were sorry lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an odd night on the ale. You can imagine what people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. There is one thing we all remember, an asked group of adventurers which laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remembered. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity-spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. Won't even let us picture their damn faces. Just like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. Is this what got people calling those heroes the Warriors of Light? If Limsa's ever going to be put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers off effort well spent. What say ye, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? No, but I can send you my aggressive encyclopedic knowledge of our men. Me thanks to you, and to the navigator and all. I know she'd steer ye my way for a reason. But listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis our time we got your mark in my book. Put your scroll right there. Just a poor print. Lunar Arcanist, is it? A fine name it is. Well, thank you. Congratulations! You're now an upstanding member of the Ventures Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? Looking at me like that. Captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Then your friend's signals, were you? Now hold on just a minute there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The last wouldn't be called dead fraternising with such unsavoury elements. Is that right? You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I'll keep one eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of me finest ale before ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. A wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the street in Merlefor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on. So you can go for them heavy boots, eh? Blech. Sorry. You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnapping, see? They ain't got a clues behind them. Naturally, they're taking to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, pretty much every bugger else in this town. That line read. Town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsans can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time will grow on ye. Oh, where was I? Aye, welcome to Lominsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons as few too many blackberry whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits as we'll get started with learning ye ways of the city. Cool. This concludes the tutorial. I dinged. I put you there for now. We will delete these because we no longer need these. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down the floor, point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an Aethyrite. A device which can move you from one place to another in a blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an Aethyrite where you want to go, of course. I'll have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. If you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons, armors, and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the Aethyrite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Where's my corn purse so light?" Have a word with Swalsblet instead. Easy adding the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old Octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spellslingers at the Arcanist Guild. Guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Murray at the front desk is the one to get you started. For all that, lass. See you then, 3 tasks to take a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. I'll best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. The bloody calamity's made a right old mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Then you road, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they may need your help, consider giving them a tale of woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I'll admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on. For example, Nania over yonder's been casting glances at you since you walked in. You'll not lend an ear and see what she has to say? You like to find yourself running all errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folks can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. At the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lad's a bear that titles some fine advice for them when they're just starting out in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among venturers. Nod. Oh my god, that was so much yees and ahs and oohs and ers. Oh, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I've some information that might just help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through a bulwark wall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Lominsa is the busy port and all the merchants that blow in across the straits are above board. You know what I mean? How'd the plans end up in the mizzen mass? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Square Enix and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is go pick up the herbs and take them to Ulfdiff at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, here's a thing or two about such shady goods. I'm going to apologise in advance that Rugen and names throw me for a loop. As one of the smiths, I provide guidance for those just starting out the path of the adventure. For present, I suggest you learn your way around the city. The endeavour which Badaron should no doubt wish to aid you. We will deal with him later, as he gives a year. Right, you know what we're going to do now? I don't mean to be rude, miss, but I know a green venture when I see one. Trust me, I say be better off having a chat with all the folk here before you start wandering around the city like some wide-eyed farmers get. Oh, I was hoping I could, like, you know, go get waypoints and stuff, but I guess not. Can't wait to open the 20+ messages I've got waiting for me. wish to visit Bulwark Hall below, the clothes lift is ready when you are. Send me down! Oh, mystery herb. Gimme. Ooh, alright. It's gonna be weird starting as a DPS going into a healer. I'm so used to doing it the other way around, or like doing it straight from healer, but I am not doing Gridania for the 7,000th time on an ult. Yes, I'm Aldskiff. You have some nerves you wish me to examine. Yes, I suspect these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. The prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lure the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. Those are not more than athletic lavender, common enough export from Lominsa. In fact, they probably spilled from the crates that were loaded onto my own ship. I think someone's having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Got bamboozled. By way of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual is that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the aleshouses of Lominsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glazriel, the guard who stands at the entrance to Ace Hawker's Alley. Never does show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lass. We will grab these baby starter quests, but I won't be grabbing every single side quest as I go. Just these ones are good to kind of give you a head start. Excuse me, miss, but I have a moment or two to spare. You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Lominsa. They do, however, provide a rather unique service, of which a Bulgarian consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Longward, along with our profuse gratitude. Alright. Look at all these people. Yo, this cool dude over here. Ah, another novice adventurer, aye. But I understand more than a few of your kind this way of late. I gave him such a delicate voice. I'm Sunthilmal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not. Shall be brief. Aethyrite are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They're primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct contact with the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. I never remember if it's ether or ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you've expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. If you wish to learn more about the Aetherites or transportation magic, I'll be here to answer your questions. Doom. Got the return spell. Score! Sweetnix is beauticious Gobby and craft smart trade maker. Sweetnix makes busy deal with Uplanders, need delivery letter to Gate of Melvin, but Sweetnix has shiver shape. Uplander walks to Gate of Melvin for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to Tax Lady for Jalta. That is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the yellow jackets on high alert. While I have your ear, I need you to visit Frillweeb and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Frillweeb has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warnings you give her should soon spread through the city. Oh my god, the city noises, though. Ooh. Ooh. I can hear that person in the background. Ooh. Wonder if I can add him yet. Whoa. And have to keep on. People in the background. Are you guys okay? Fine evening to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from oogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. As much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. All I can hear is I'm thinking it's a Lalafell in the background going, "Woo, woo," and it's like, I forgot how some of these voices in this game sound. I had to be very careful I didn't pick the Mikate voice. It goes, "Ah," but like really high pitch because nobody needs to hear that. You very gift from Barderon? Where could it be? Oh, my old son. Brother Navigator must have left behind in the wench. Along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I'm most grateful to have it back. This tool's a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant. It is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek. You need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of each martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps of bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has never been the surest teacher. Has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. I am surrounded by Rugadin, and I couldn't be happier. Ooh. She's pretty. Isn't there a doohickey? There's doohickey. Woo! We've accessed the Aethyrite. Oh god, I'm dreading learning flying again. Oh, for currents, how I hate thee. That is a lot of Lolafells. Oh god, he's got that laugh. Why does every Lolafell who has that laugh do that? God. Where is Sweetnicks with these import records? Not the proper documentation. I'm afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. I have your thing. Why, these are Sweetnicks records. Glad I am to see they were submitted and tied. Honestly, you would think that Goblin would have lost his fear of our officers by now. Every month he has to submit these papers every month as tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetnix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor Goblin's fears. Here at Melvin's Gate, we inspect all goods that are imported into Limsa and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I'd be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers. One to a man named Sundalmal, whom you'll find at the Octant, and the other to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. If you want to us the whereabouts of the Bismarck, aka Sundhimal, when you meet him, and he will point you in the right direction. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanium. Arcanima. Is it Arcanima? Arcanima? Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Can I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folks that first discovered the method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae was further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the School of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions of the Roman government. I'm so sorry. I know, Volo, don't worry, I can hear it. Me. I'm trying to do now. Do you think after playing this game for as long as I have, I wouldn't really recognize or notice it? But oh, dearie me. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Moraby, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. Never forget the Granny Cat voice. No, do you remember the Vieira voice when it first came out? Because I had it on Shio. Voice 7, when it was bugged and wasn't supposed to sound the way it did. Yeah, it was Vieira, because I remember everyone making fun of me for it on Shio, and I was not impressed. Nope, it was Vieira. The Admiral's Express Orders, an official Arcanist guild, was established and funded for providing for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima... Oh my god, my microphone is like being weird. The complex and demanding nature... Oh, there's one thing that WoW doesn't have is that in the background. Not entirely a bad thing. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you will continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I might insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild? Or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? I'm constantly intimidated by that. What are you talking about? Don't call me out like that. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you must speak with Mistress Filbergheim. She is shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her over there just by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. She's also just absolutely gorgeous and I love her. Are you good over there? Hopefully we should... Background for Perry yapping. Don't. Yes, I am Fulberim. Fulbergim. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader decides to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expand upon its nature. Arcanema taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence is represented most aptly perhaps by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make a certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment, and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanema will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Yeah. Nod. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let's now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Eorzea you will find, among other things, 3 species of pest. Wharf rats, little ladybugs, and oroli. I ask that you apply your skill in Arcanema to eradicate 3 of each creature. Leave the city for the Tempest Gate and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. I always found it fascinating that, like, white mages are all about, like, communing with nature and going back to the heart of healing, whereas scholars is, like, aggressively study. Okay. We'll take a left turn and start running down here and collect these Aethyrite. You have been awarded the scholarship. Clap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. I do like Limsa as a city. It's my favourite music of the 3 cities. Calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry sails. The fisher folk are starting to return to the seas once more. Last time I did the same. Before I put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild's already commissioned Naldeacon Vermelius for its crafts, but they're beastly busy these days. If you want something to do, maybe you can run over to the Armourers Guild and consult with Forge Master Hananza in my stead. I would know how long we might have to expect to wait. Okay. I could just like you, random person, go. And I'm just like, okay. Oh, I love this city. Like, I love Limsa's design. It's just so pretty. I'm not totally putting off speaking to the male Moogle. Aye, this is the dutiful sister of the Edelweiss, a house of deep reflection and meditation. The less you proper business with us, you can kindly bugger off. I have thing. A thing. What's this then? A parcel from the Brugge Consortium, eh? Let's have a peek inside. Ooh, walnut bread and ginger cookies. And a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. And Consortium Coles know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetites, so I'll best save a few bites from yourself or I'll take this inside. You let Jess and him know we've always there to shove our boss if need of us again. Cool. Why am I so speedy? Wait. Wait. remember that being a thing. I don't remember Sprint giving you a permanent running buff when it dissipates outside of battle. Has it really been that long since I played? It really has been that long, hasn't it? Oh, wow, it really has been that long. I truthfully have not played since the first tier of the current raid came out. So, from a certain point, I actually will be playing blind if I don't catch up on my main first. I haven't even done the new 24-man yet. Like, I have not touched much content. I'm under Peloton all the time. Oh my god, that is such a huge quality of life change. Took too bloody long, but I'm glad it's finally here. You delivered the package as requested. Very good. I shall pass on the sister's sentiments to my superior. It's getting warm. Which is funny because Peloton does still exist. Yep. Services that dutiful sisters provide. Continue your stay in Limsa and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. A ledger from Melvin's Gate, you say? Paperwork. Take it. Get more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Hello? Uplander deliver letter to Gate of Melbourne. Uplander has a wide heart and swift legs. I don't know why I gave him an accent for a split second there. Tax Lady Pajanta's kind words back for Sweetnix. Sweetnix's outflow of joy for Tax Lady Patasha. Sweetnix is happy, Gobby. Give Uplander jingly shine. I can hear a sage, I think, going nuts. Yep, it's a sage. Still recognize my main class I used to play for the longest flipping time. It's funny, I prefer to play DPS in WoW, but I prefer to heal in 14. It never made sense to me why I'm like that. Beg your pardons, good madam, but you're an adventurer, are you not? I realise this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We're in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon arriving guests, but I feel we're short on fresh lamb for the main course. I'd be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it'd be quickest to obtain these directly from the source. Wild lambs. In case you're unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abelfar, a sentry stationed in Ball Hall just below the Drowning Wench. Okay. Sometimes you still need blood for the blood lilies. Ah, white mage. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say this might well put an end to their appetite, but this is the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Melvin's Gate is notified without delay. Thank you. We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it's doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Neria Belligo, first-time patron, did just that. Mushushimo is the one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She's quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. I'd probably deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf. Mushushimo should be done adding the finishing touches by now. My lisp did not like that name. I can feel my lisp kicking in. Oh, I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind its bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godebert at Coral Tower. He'll know what to do. Oh god, I got hiccups. This is the slow part of the game initially. Well, ARR does take a little bit of time to get through. Morden would like to make a completely legal proposition, sir. You want for coin, adventurer? How do you fancy working for the Kraken Arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa? If you're interested, take yourself up there, steps to the balcony above, and talk to Carvelian, our captain. Do right by him, and he'll do you right by ye. I love Carvelian. Carvalian. 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 I even say his bloody name. Carvalian. 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 Greetings, friend, and welcome to the Seventh Sage, purveyor of the finest spices from the East. All our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices, but employment? Well, then let's speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery returned from her latest voyage bearing exotic spices never seen in Eorzea. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is for Grenade, who you will find at the Coral Tower. The second is for Master Limsa, the head chef of the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Go now and return here once you've accomplished the task. Some of the NPCs are just so great. Oh my god, this jog is making my life so much easier. I'm boot scooting. I'm boot scooting. Welcome to the headquarters of the Yellow Jackets, the keepers of the peace in Limsa Lominsa. Is there aught I can assist you with? A sample of spice courtesy of the Seventh Sage, you say? This is no mistake. This is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans besides. Quite intriguing. Very well, we will consider placing an order. Oh? You thought you had brought me spice? I see you're not familiar with Carvalnisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he's procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, this man isn't engaged in any activity that's considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents Lominsan interests in eastern lands. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumours. It's essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to my colleague in Bulwark Hall? Nedalika is her name. My thanks in advance, friend. A Bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist rendition of the man. What in the seventh hell is this supposed to be? Something like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we learned nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. It's our duty, after all. However, we need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. It'd be easier for all involved if Rushma was to come here and answer some questions. Please relay to her as much. That's everything here. Okay, I just need the Aft Castle and the Marauders Guild. There's one, and then there's... Wait. Oh, wait, no, I don't need the Marauders Guild. I've already got the Marauders Guild. I literally have the Marauders Guild, dude. Ah! Welcome back, Cantonals! Okay, I just need the Aft Castle. That's it. Look at that Aura doing that Jack and Daxter run, as he should. I love the Aura running animation. But I just love Aura. It's just Luna makes more sense as a Miko. What'd you have for dinner, Antonos? Oh, there is a naked lollipop running around. Okay. You all saw that, right? Man came up and coughed on my knees. At least I hope he coughed. Oh dear. All team players are an unusual bunch. I know, because I'm one of them. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Scrag, I'd advise you turn tail and run. Captain Roswin's in no mood to be entertaining customers this day, and even when she is, she ain't particularly good at it. So maybe dealing with the customers is sort of shite what might save her from the old doldrums. If you mean to venture inside the missing member, you best remember to pay your proper respects to the captain. Unless you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling the floor would be a good start. The hells you want, Drylander? We're closed. If you don't want me sirens to toss you out in your arse, show some respect to Neil, Scrag. Yes, ma'am. Oh, so she knows her place. Good. If only the Krakens had the same old sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garland ship we could take a crack at them. It's a sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy bunch of man-boys. My younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. So you do know something of me pain, but your sympathy ain't more than a pint of piss. Eh, well, it's good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if you keep on getting beat to your prey? We built our reputation reaving right off the coast of Vilbran, not sailing a dozen miles into the bleeding sea. The few Imperial dogs found in Lominsa territory get snatched by the Krakens hunting in open waters. I rallied me crew spirits when I said we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seemed resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun.
Rally!
Yeah. Ah, you trying to make light of me dilemma? Don't push your luck, Scrag. I'll gut you with a hook like a regular pirate. Wait, that's it. We're pirates, goddammit, so we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping Lominsa waters safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Guardian outpost alongside the coast of Aldenard. So bleeding simple. I don't know why I didn't figure this before. Thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. I think I almost had you fed to the sharks. Thanks, Mum. That power squat. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear you cackling all the way out here. Well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing he was never going on another rampage ruining deck swarms and leaving us with us meat. Ain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Roswin can. Okay, do you know what we're going to do now? We're going to open a ton of delivery Moogle mail. I hate my life. Greetings, Tall One. I'm a delivery Moogle, Kupo. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. However, would they agree to carry about letters? Why, indeed, if I had my way, I'd be curled up in the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-coloured pom-pom, Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aethyrite was shattered and link poles rendered useless. The moons, the poor wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other. And screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is, until the little horn ones asked us to assist us by delivering messages. At first we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us like you do every other forest furry. Once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. What do we have here? 20 new letters! Your mailbox is complete and that's a mess. There wasn't any room left, so I had to send back a letter. Alrighty, Roni, got that all sorted. Now it's onwards to adventure until the rest of my mail shows up. Oh no, not papaya. Oh, for those who do not know, I have an incredible disdain for papaya, which happens to be the Easter theme. There's very few songs I hate in this game. That is actually one of them. A new book for the Fisherman's Guild? I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we've recently taken on commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. But look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would loathe to disappoint Sisipu. It may take a while, but I'm sure I shall endeavour to have a boat ready in a timely fashion. Papaya, but also gold parasol thing. Gold parasol thing? Oh. This is a new little window. Ding. Are you in need of some trifling tasks to pass the time? Then I have just the job for you. The event thing is like a Fabergé parasol. Interesting. Baderon's offering a reward to any adventurer who slays at least 5 wharf rats. There's no shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. That sounds cute. Ooh, this Viera looks pretty. Look at her. That's a cute Mikote we just ran past as well. My man looked like he just pulled up at the Copacabana. Yo, bunny boy, bunny boy, bunny boy. Hey. So Ben just wrote not you spying on the Beneath. I'm always spying on the Beneath. I love Viera. I love all the races in this game, though. A new sample from the 7th stage? Alright, let's have a whiff of it then. Ain't smell nothing like it before. The note came, but it says it's a root what grows in Orfard. Last I heard, Orfard was under Imperial rule. How the 7Ls did Cavalian manage to get hold of this? Anyway, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. Learn the video. Okay, so full disclosure for anyone who hasn't checked out my VODs. For my VOD channel, I literally just kind of just do it as a straight VOD repost. I just edit out any, like, fluff or breaks. I do not have the patience in it. For especially a video with this that's going to be this long. I'm not doing it. What I want to learn how to do is edit clips, however. And put, like, the funny subtitles and stuff like that. You know, as like, the bigger streamers tend to do. But actual, like, editing, I'd like to eventually do a best of. I'd probably do, like, a best of ARR eventually. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know how editors do it. Oh, thank you, Emerald, for the D-shrimp. Everybody make sure you're D-shrimping. Oh my god, I needed that. Thank you. I've been hunched over far too long. Yeah, I don't know. Like, actual, like, to give an example, Lixian, who does Markiplier's editing, I don't know how he does it. Ah, so you spoke of a goat, but within the Bell the Yellow Jackets, I'll have that swindling scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? Gobbet wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? Does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't the picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Yeah, about that, sweet. Your drawing was kind of garbage. Let me just answer you, Fen, sorry. Sorry if you can hear me typing. Right. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be clips in this. I mean, from my first playthrough, there was some really funny ones. I mean, the one of me inside, I think it was, Todorak? And when, old Lahar Bread was like, "You're the warrior of light," and it went do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That is still fun. And Quimperane on the Astrologian quest not running properly was another one. Welcome back. It seems both samples are rather well received, and this is in no small part due to our affable courier. This is unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. If the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity, my crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with Garlean ships. Everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. Is he bullshit? Ugh. Yeah, it's one of those things, I think it's just really hard to recreate because it was just so perfect in the moment. But that's fine, we'll make new funny moments. I have so many quests to still hand in. Oh. I don't want to do the next story one until I've handed everything else in. It's just the way I work. I'm sorry. Yora! Oh, my frame's just tanked for a second there. Hello. You, Miss Adventurer, I have work for you. I'll have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I do not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, Yukarun, and Sunnyhill. Write down all you can see in this price list and hand it to Basing on the West Walker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. I can hear someone crafting behind me. That's better than the Lalafells who were losing their shit earlier, which I might have to clip because it was actually really funny. Greetings, miss. May I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? Possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travellers milling through Hawker's Alley, this kind of unsavoury activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Yo, that's a cute little hood he's got on there. Well, at last, cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spoil of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldique and Vermelis. Thank you. I'm just so glad my UI was all set up before I went to go. Can you imagine me having to spend an extra 20 minutes getting that all set up? Ugh. Yukurun welcomes welcome customer. Yukurun loves his lovely trade. Yukurun's goods are goodly made. You're adorable. I love you. Let me boop your snoot. Fine evening to you, miss. What can I interest you in the... Oh, you seem more interested in most everything, don't you? Is it one of these investigations? Well, I have nothing to hide. Alright. Do my job. You're the one who made a list for Swazblat. Let's have it then. Nothing wrong with the market as far as I can tell. You oftentimes get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives the numbers down right across Hawker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance what shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lass. Me wow. I promise, by the way, I won't be doing all the side quests, as I said earlier. This is just... Every time I start an alt, I always kind of do, like, the first basic couple of quests just to get, like, easy gear, a couple of extra levels, that kind of shit. I will also try not to swear too much during this playthrough. Well, that's a cute outfit. Well, no, I'm committed to this character 100% when I buy something off the Mog Station for her to wear, because I eventually probably will. There's a couple of items on there I saw that looked really nice. Welcome to Limsa. If there's aught you'd like to know, feel free to... You've got something for me, you say? A missing persons list? I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover, so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there's shady characters skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick them out. She's cute. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer. Paragon among your fellows. You think you could do me a favour? You seem supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps and oil so that they'll stay lit through the night. Thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could enter the street lamps in my stead, I'd be eternally grateful. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sisapu in the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. I'm doing busy work. All this busy work, just doing busy work. Nothing but busy work. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. So, Luna, why did it take you over 3 hours to get the story moving? Well, you see. I do be lighting lamps. Light them lamps. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my duty. I did my part. Ooh. I just run past like a load of them. I did, didn't I? Yeah, it's one of those moments you're like, oh god. Down we go. Massive fluffy boot. He's a man of style, darling. You're doing what? Oh, what am I to do with that girl? It's an unproductive work, twaddle and try about our savings, only to foist up the first adventure that comes along. Being young and pretty does not give you license to shirk responsibility. I shall get her all right. Piece of my mind to boot. I know, right? It's like, the man is naked normally. Or close to naked. I think I'm nearly done with everything. Ooh. That's cute. I want that. Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? What I could do with a slice myself, fresh off the grill and dripping in its own juices. Sorry, friend, I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Any road you can get lamb easily enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr Gate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before long. Hit me back up to the drowning wench! Yeah, Luna. Enjoy your jaunt round the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself at Limsa or Lominsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them free places. And now you got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. Already done that. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Baldur and you'll go far. A dinged. I can now heal. The Limsa, are you, Luna? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalwin, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring back a bit of life back to the fields after Clarity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? Place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. And now we're actually going to do some questing. Elizons. I love Elizons. Shout out to anyone who plays an Elizon. I always feel like Elizon players kind of get a bit bullied. That's my spicy hot take for today. It's a bit mild. It's like a chicken korma. Ah, yeah! Guild privileges. Thank you. I'm slaying the villains. You're gonna have a ton of points when all of us are leveling, that's for sure. Bobby, why aren't you attacking, sweetheart? Are you just there because you're pretty for now? It's been so long since I've played Scholar and Summoner. Level 5! Heck yeah. Okay, let's get ourselves up to Summerford Farms. Oh, we're running. Oh, we're running. Oh, we're running. Work them glutes. Come on, Luna. Work it. Oh, there's no road to 90 anymore? Oh, there isn't. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Old school leveling. Ew. It's a good thing though, because at one point I was like so over leveled, it was actually kind of a bit remarkably uneventful doing things. Ah, you must be the adventurer Balderon sent to... Balderon promised to send along Luna. I'm going to read this off again. Ah, you must be the adventurer Balderon promised to send along. Luna Arcanist, wasn't it? Ah, that's fair. You honoured his words, that's a good start. I'm Starworm, the old bastard as Balderon likely described me, and this here's my humble Orchard. Good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrified the ice seas, and if you're wondering why I employed these scrags, well, they used to crew my ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself on my crew somehow, and Admiral Maria's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working in the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Oh, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called and the trainer have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. I do need boots. Now my pet has a bar. There. There. My brain just stopped for a second there. Good grief. Do I want to do this? I think I get one from the guild, I'm pretty sure. Shocked if I don't. Ow! Put that back on. Will, however, grab the Aethyrite. Did I grab it already? I think I already grabbed it. Okay, I did. Okay. Oh no, the quest is that. Luna, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, to be honest. I'm having a bit of a laugh, really. I should have grabbed that quest because the story goes, hello, Beans, how are you? I've the mind to set you a task, Arcanist, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Forests don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. Might well be the ones here that have traded their cutlasses for culters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Yeah, I will, sir. I've got a hand in a ton of quests. Where the flip? Oh, of course, they're down here. Why would you do this to me, game? Why would you make me go all the way down here? Hello? Okay. I'm going for a jog. Oh, I'm having me patience tested, lads and lassies, and everybody in between like me. I'm just saying. Oh, now my ear's itching. Ah! I need a Lunar Arcana stream. Oh, I hope you feel better, lovely. I'm doing well. I'm a little bit roasty toasty. It's quite warm in my room, but we are having fun playing 14. And re-leveling an alt again. Because I've lost control of my life. Lunar, it's 4 AM. Why are you leveling a new Mikote? Because I've lost control of my life. I won't go for too much longer. I don't really want to stream too late, and it's fine if I'm a tiny bit behind because I can always just, if it comes to it, I can just move Eternal Darkness to another day and just do this tomorrow, or do Eternal Darkness later in the night. Either way, we'll figure it out. I stopped playing around the start of Dawn Trail. I did like the first raid tier and then I stopped. And I've been playing a lot of WoW because I'm now in a WoW guild that's like raiding heroic. So WoW is now my main MMO. But I was chatting to my friend Hantanos recently about sort of restarting my playthrough. And he and his partner Kara have both made characters. And Fen also plays on this server. So we're all kind of just joining each other on an adventure as and when we can. I am doing a full story playthrough, or attempting to. No skipping cutscenes, that sort of thing. And it will be popped on the old YouTube. Yes, Fen very lovingly has got a little guild set up for anyone who wants to join, have some of the crash. Just please don't be weird or creepy. I'm gonna 100% blame you, Antonos. It's fine. I just really wanted to, like, I've always wanted to do the playthrough of 14 on stream and, like, put it up. Because I know it's, like, it's fun to revisit content. Now I know plot twists. I can kind of approach things with a fresher eye and go, oh. I might move you. Yeah, I'm gonna move you for now. And then move you here. See, I don't remember a lot of the spells. Yeah, I can also invite characters as well. But don't worry. If I am on and you're like, I want to invite, you know, just give me quick couple seconds if I'm streaming, and then I can get that sorted for you. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the rundown to Moraby Drydocks now. We're doing it, guys. We're going for a jog. We're going to enjoy the nighttime ambience as well. So the original playthrough, which is still up on YouTube, it's up to, it's like, I think it's up to like, just before the Titan quest line, which is when I lost all the half of the footage. And there's other things I've lost as well, some of the holiday events. I think I've lost some of the Mandeville, stuff as well, so I was just like, I can't be bothered. I'd rather just start over. And this time I'm going to back things up. I've been getting into the habit now of backing up my streams after each stream and getting them edited as quickly as possible. Going on a jog. Going on a trip. Oh god, that's a level 10. Don't bite me. I'm soft and squishy in all the right parts. Let's be honest. Mikote Luna would be a little bit fuller figured. That's fair though. I think there is like, okay, I'm gonna have a slightly mild spicy take here. I think when you start getting into that really bad habit of, I need to be on every day for hours and hours on end, it can make the game less fun. And Yoshida has always said, you know, don't do that. Like, if you want to stop playing, stop playing. Yes, unfortunately, there is the fact that you could lose guild access, you could lose your house, that kind of thing. But don't force yourself to play because you don't want, or you can't, or you don't want to. I've sort of taken kind of a break, I suppose. Like, I log on to my main occasionally to sort some things out. Or, like, do holiday events on her. Yes, there is lots of free Fantas as well. Hi, Cara! Yes, get those free Fantasias. You're saving yourself about $5 to $10, I think it works out for the Americans. Okay, so Cara, full disclosure, I'm not meant to be here. I'm just, kind of going on an adventure. We're gonna head back. I'm only, like, level 6. I just was, like, in this area, and I was like, I'm gonna run down and grab this, teleport point. I hope I grabbed it. I really hope I did just not run all the way down for nothing. Hang on, let me check. Oh. We have some chocobos that look like they belong in a cult. Where? It's a cute outfit. What? Yeah, I haven't got that far yet. I'm gonna keep going for like another half an hour and then I'm gonna stop. And then I'll probably pick up more tomorrow. Although I might play some Eternal Darkness first. We'll see. Why did they come back here again? Oh, yeah, that's a handy quest. Oh, God, I gotta remember every 5 levels in ARR, every 2 levels in Heaven's Ward, and I think, isn't it like every 2 in Stormblood as well for the class quests? I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It's a great pleasure then that I formally recognise your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I shall give you forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning, as I find a teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. Book. The enemies marked within its pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanema. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel you can command carbuncle as easy as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instruction. I will be waiting. Guildmaster word salad. Oh, Cara, I don't know if you caught it, but Fen in my chat here, Faniku, is a very good friend of mine. She has a guild on the server we're all on, and she's very happy for you to join, you know, as a place to just throw your ult in so you can get all the little perks and stuff that come with it. And if she's not on to invite, I also have the power to invite as well. So you and Hantonos can definitely just slide on in, so you have somewhere to hide, basically. It also just as well, it's nice, and I'm sure Fen will agree with it, when you don't have randos trying to invite you. Yeah, FC is baby, but hopefully with all of us like leveling and playing as we do, that should help a bit. Ah, Luna, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to harried judgment. Do you know, I am starting to get a bit hungry. Can I justify making dinner? Might stop soon, actually. I wasn't going to stop this early, but I just noticed the time. An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to harried judgment. I must often remind my Arcanist to take meals so in scorn to become their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess the improvements of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Eorzea, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. Watch carefully the behaviour of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilise your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in time for breakfast. Breakfast is a good meal. Right, we will go hand in these 2 other quests, and then I think that will be it for today, just because I'm getting a bit peckish. And I'm not doing a 9-hour stream again. For those who were there for my art stream, I was very tired by the end of that. I was very sleepy. I had lots of fun. I had so much fun, but I was tired. I was very sleepy. No, totally. I think the VOD is still up, so you can go watch it. I just don't think you'll hear any of the music. Because I have the VOD set up that it shouldn't record the music. So you might miss some audio context, because we had a little bit of a party at one point. Ah, so you slew a few rats. Good on you, lass. This bloke comes through the other day and plops this huge sack the size of a bleeding gobble on the counter, saying any man what slays rats can have something from within. When I inquire as to why, all he says is that damn noise they make when scurry about is driving him insane. He asked me, though, he was already a bit touched. Something tells me the poor lad will never find peace. I need a hat. I need the quest. I need a hat. Yeah, I still can't believe I did that either, to be honest. That stream is a lot of Luna. Are you okay? And it's like, yeah.